Um, I don't know what's going through my mind. It's not something that I cannot manage. I don't want to go through this whole process again. Okay, so the plan is now I've charged my battery. I'm gonna put that back in the bike and then I will start it, measure with my voltmeter what it's doing. If it's not charging, the first thing I will do is I will try to run a straight negative wire, or rather a ground wire, to my regulator rectifier, to a strong ground on my bike. Here will be the test. I hope you can see. There we go, pretty much, but it's a strong battery. So this is 13.67. Now I'm going to start it and let's see what happens. That's not good. So this is interesting because you know my starter mechanism and my philosophy about that is really strong. And now we notice that it's locked. So we will have to open that up and see what we're dealing with and why it doesn't run. So I'm going to do that now as well. That's an unbelievable ticking noise what I hear there. I'm absolutely not sure what that is. Looks as if it's coming from the side where the start engine, it all of a sudden started. I just wanted to start it and let's see again what that battery does. Why it's ticking like that. That's not good at all. First I want to manage that ticking noise, and the most logical is to start at the valves, I think. Do a small valve measurement. Okay, so I listened again carefully, found it immediately. This is completely loose, so that must be the rattling noise. Yeah, I just listened very carefully and there you go. This is completely loose. Probably I forgot to tighten that. Luckily it's so close by. I have to be very careful that I don't drop it in. I know that this has to go one certain way. There you go. That's it. Okay, now I have to torque it. Better check the other side as well. Okay, now let's run it again. See if the ticking sound is gone and to see what that battery does. That was a small problem I had to fix. And the starting, yeah, is now great. I don't know why. It stays a Virago, which is a strange kind of thing. Ooh. Still makes a horrible noise, which I find very strange. I'm gonna unloosen that baffle and see what it does then, because this is really strange, as if there's something in there or dropped in there. I don't know. Really strange noise. Deafening. Deafening sound. I never heard it before, so... Ah, it's loose again. So immediately loosens. Okay, so really strange why it did that. Again, the cam sprocket bolt was loose. I've tightened it a little bit more than the 55 Newton meters. I absolutely don't know why it comes off. The other one is completely fitted. Let's see what it does now. Yeah, I hear it again. As if the first thing that the engine wants to rotate, it comes loose. Now, what could be the case, this is my spare engine, and it's got the baffle on the front. Now, I always have a philosophy that it doesn't matter if you have the oil baffle in the front or in the rear. But now I'm thinking, I don't know how the engine turns and how the chain turns, and maybe that it does matter that this baffle is on, and maybe the rear is turning the wrong way around, and that's why it unscrews the bolt, something like that. So maybe I should change the oil baffle to the front, just like this spare engine. Okay, so I've changed it way around. The baffle is now in the front. The only thing is I don't have a hose which is long enough to go all the way here to the back. So I just leave it now for here for the time being. Just to do this test which I'm doing, I have to order a bigger hose. Here we go. Again I hear the ticking. This is really strange. It's also the rear cylinder doesn't even work. The rear cylinder doesn't do anything. Which is maybe, I don't know if that is the cause that it gets loose. As if something is really, I don't know. I really don't know. I know what happened. And it's unbelievable. What happened is, since that bolt is constantly coming loose, my camshaft should have a small spline there, or how do you call that? A small, yeah, outstanding thing which holds this gear in place. I'm waiting to focus. I don't even dare to think about it. The thing is, this head has to come off because I need to put in a new camshaft there. So the engine has to come out. Yes, you're hearing this correct. The engine has to come out. I have to do the new head. I have to do the new cam. I have all these parts, luckily, but you can imagine what I'm thinking now. That this is absolutely not what I want to do. Now I want to make sure that it is that gear. So what I will do is loosen the tensioners. Tensioners here. Loosen the tensioner. And take that sprocket off. And making sure that this is the thing that I'm looking for. Now this is really interesting. This fell out. I can't really remember where that is from. And if that is the piece that I was looking for, that broke off, then I'm really happy. That looks like exactly the thing that is on that gear. I'm pretty sure that I found the cause, and we're gonna see now together, you and my loyal viewers and subscribers, that this was the thing that was the problem. It's not really something I cannot manage. The only thing is, this is not the face. There. The whole freaking camshaft is completely broken. And when I say completely, I mean completely. And this also means that, yeah, so much broken stuff almost calls for a complete revision. I hope you can imagine that I'm a little bit quiet now. What I'm seeing here. So probably completely out of focus. I don't know what's going through my mind. It's not something that I cannot manage. Absolutely not. I mean, this engine is so easy to operate or to maintain and to take apart. The most annoying thing is that I don't want to go through this whole process again. That's the thing. Of course I will, because I don't really have a choice. You're not going to leave this bike and going to think like, okay, I've tried it, but sorry, I bumped into this and now I don't feel like it anymore. I really have to suck this in, give this a place in my head, get over it. First I have to get over it. And of course I want to know why this happened. I think the thing is, why this happened, something was too tight here. This is the thing, this presses the crankcase on its place. Yeah, it presses the crankcase in its place, and therefore sorry, I'm thinking so much right now, because the other thing that I'm thinking is, it's not only, look, if it was only the top that I have to take off, then I would be perfectly okay. I could even leave the oil in to just do the head, the cylinder head. That's no big deal. If I would say, I think it would take me 4 hours or something to only maintain that cylinder head. But I'm now thinking, there's so much dirt of that camshaft fell into my engine. I dare not to start that engine with all that, yeah, all those pieces of camshaft in my gearbox. So that would mean that the whole engine would have to come apart, and I would have to check all the gears. So the whole process of building the engine, I would have to do that again. The thing is, everything really just completely it crashes right now. I have to be honest, I was kind of happy that this project nearly came to its end. I had kind of my life back again. I was started to go to the gym again. My other hobby, my DJing hobby, took on that. What else I did? I was really thinking of a lot of other things that I wanted to do. And now this means this will take me probably, I guess 4 or 5 weeks extra. But also a lot of work in my spare time in the evenings. Have to go to bed late and stuff like that. And to be honest, I wasn't really looking forward to that. But it has to be done. So I'm not gonna moan all the time. It has to be done. It's just a fact. I'm not gonna leave it like it is. So, and I want to start with it immediately. Don't waste any time. So I will now prepare. Oh yeah, and another thing that I probably won't do is give so much video updates, so detailed. Yes, I will give video updates for sure, but not so detailed as I did it before, because the editing takes me about 10 hours a week extra, and this is just too much to do it like that. So what I will promise you guys is that I will give you a weekly update, but just make a video of, look, I've done this, I've done that, this is the status now. Just status updates, including footage, of course, but not so detailed as before, because you know how the engine works. But I'm going to tell you where the problem was, what it was, etc., etc. I will do that. I will keep my camera handy as well if I have some serious shots that I want to take at that time, but not going to put my tripod here, tripod there, extra camera here, there, voiceovers, etc. That's just too much. So now I will put the bike in the operations stand, and I will try to video that as well. Okay, bye. Okay, so the bike is on the motor lift. It's ready for the surgery, and that will be in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.